Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our Hollywood Racks Destination 2 bike platform rack right here on our 2022 Tesla Model 3. The Hollywood Racks Destination is going to be a very lightweight, compact, and affordable platform rack. If you are looking for something that you can keep even inside of your trunk and just take out and install whenever you need to carry around your bikes, this might be a good option for you. So we'll take a look at some of the features of this rack, but we'll focus on our Model 3. That way you can see what is the better fit for you, your different types of bikes, and your vehicle. Now, this bike rack does not tilt away with the bikes on. If that's a feature you're looking for, you might be more interested in our more premium options like the Kuat Transfer V2. The good news is if you do have a stealth hitch on your Tesla Model 3, you'll have more chances of being able to clear your handlebars. In our case here, we'd lose just enough clearance where you can't open it all the way, but we might have more chance with shorter handlebars. The way our bike is mounted is we have 3 touch points. 2 of them are going to be our wheel straps. The third is going to be our frame mount. And that frame mount is unique in its design in that you have 360-degree motion. This can move up, down, left, right, and even around depending on your bike's frame. So whether you have those children's bikes, women's bikes, step-through frames, this makes it a bit more versatile. When you want to take the bike off, you start at the wheel straps, you press this lever, you lift up on the strap, and then you just rotate it so it goes out of the way. So there's a front, there's a rear, and here's our front strap. Now for our frame mounts, you're gonna have to hold on to your bike as you press this lever, take that strap out, and release it from the frame. And with all 3 straps disengaged, you can then lift the bike up and over, and you are ready to go on a bike ride. Now this has a 35-pound weight capacity, so if you have your extra heavy electric bikes, probably not going to be the best fit for you. But for most of your bikes, like the mountain bike we had earlier, perfectly fine. Now with the bike off, we get to take a closer look at those different touch points. One of them is going to be the strap. So this can actually move back and forth along your wings, depending on your wing base. The maximum wing base you can carry with this is going to be up to 48 inches. And then we have that frame mount, which I talked about, and that can be moved up and down for those different bike frames. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lower this mast. To do so, we have a knob over here. You're going to want to rotate that knob just enough where you can take the stand out. Then that will allow you to swing this mast down and secure it with either the cradle straps or the frame straps, whichever is easier for you. I'm going to go ahead and use those wheel straps to secure our mast. Tighten that down, just don't forget that I recommend switching this around so you don't morph the strap. Now we can open up our trunk with it in this position. So that way, if you do want to access your trunk with the bikes off, you can do so. With the downside to that is I would have preferred to tilt the bike rack away, but with this being an affordable bike rack, that's usually just how it works. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some measurements to see how much length this adds to the back of our Model 3. Measuring from our bumper to the end of the rack by these nice white reflectors, it sits at 31 inches. So this is gonna be a length you're gonna have to think about whenever you're backing into your garage or trying to park into a tight spot. You can definitely see how this is a lot more compact compared to other platform racks. Now, where I'm always concerned with the Model 3 is ground clearance though. At the end of our rack to the ground, it's 17 inches here. Now closer to the end of the wings, it's 12.5 inches. It's a little over the foot. So pretty much any accessory you have, I highly recommend trying to get one with a shank rise. That way your bikes are sitting up off the ground and not hitting it when you go up those steep inclines. Now we're gonna fold our rack up. So we have this bolt here. You're gonna wanna rotate that bolt enough that you can turn this, and then you're gonna put that bolt right back in where you took it out. That's actually gonna have a clip on the end. I just didn't attach it right now to make it easier to show you how that works. But once that's fully threaded in. This is a very important part to keep your bike rack nice and tight. Taking some measurements, your closest point is now going to be about 7 inches away from your bumper. The length it now adds to the back of your vehicle from the plastic bumper to that hinge is going to be 17.5 inches. So big difference compared to when this was folded down. And the good note is you'll still be able to open up the trunk even with it folded up like that. Now, what is it like living with a bike rack behind your vehicle? Well, you can see here how our rear window is visible, our taillights are visible, we were able to open up our trunk, and our license plate and our backup camera are not covered by the bike rack. So that's definitely going to be the benefits of a small, compact bike rack like the Destination. Now this has an 1.25 inch shank, which fits into our 2-inch hitch receiver with an included 2-inch adapter. We have an anti-rattle bolt and a lock. So the way Hollywood Racks does it is they have a cable lock that goes around your bikes and then into that bolt, and then the lock at the end secures it. So I use a 3/4 inch socket to tighten that bolt down, and that creates an anti-rattle effect. And I'll try to shake our bike rack around, but with the Tesla being so heavy, it's not going everywhere. So my personal thoughts about this rack is if you're looking for something very easy to store, lightweight and affordable, that's where the Destination rack comes in handy. There's also a 4-bike version of this, which is definitely bigger and bulkier, but still affordable. A great way to have that stability of a platform rack at pretty much a hanging rack price. But this is something that checks off pretty much all those boxes except for electric bikes at a very easy to use design. And that was a look at our Hollywood Racks Destination 2-bike platform rack on our 2022 Tesla Model 3. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.